Hey there, welcome to Age of Empires 4. I don't think this is a game I've played on my channel before, but I started playing it a little bit when it first came out and then kind of fell off of it. Was just kind of getting in there for the Age of Empires nostalgia because I played 2 when I was a kid. But recently a bunch of friends have gotten into it, so I've been playing it, here and there on my own as well. Today I'm gonna do probably just my last placement game for this video. As you can see, my first 3 didn't go particularly well, but I did actually just win one, so that's cool. Anyways, let's get into this. For a little while on the channel, I was doing a lot of like kind of variety RTS content. I was doing I had like a cycle going. I was doing StarCraft, Stormgate, and Age of Mythology. But the more kind of obsessed I got with hitting diamond over time in StarCraft, the less I felt like playing the other two, on top of feeling like I was super stagnant in Age of Mythology. Although that was mostly just losing to the Norse in Feudal Age every game. That was kind of frustrating. And then in Stormgate, I might be interested in playing that game a decent amount, like when it's finished. And I'm definitely going to give it a shot every time it gets updated. But I feel like the game has, like, in the form that it's in right now, anything that comes out is going to drastically change the game and influence, like, the way that I play and the things that I've learned. And I'm not really like, I don't know, I'm not really the discovery type of player. I like refining shit that already exists until I'm capable of doing it. It feels good to discover shit, but also it's kind of like, I don't know. It's just not really what interests me about these kind of games. I just like the refinement process. I guess that's not entirely true. To an extent, I like at the start in RCS games to go into it with just my pre-existing knowledge and to try to see how I can make things flow and work. But eventually I hit a kind of wall like that and I start thinking to myself, okay, how do I actually get good though? It doesn't tell you the opponent's civ in the lobby, which is weird because I feel like you just learn it the second you're in game, but I guess they can switch it up as they're like right up until the game starts though, so I guess it's not the biggest thing to show in the world. Playing against the Japanese, I don't really know what their strengths are. I lost one game to them where they built these like, I thought they were crossbowmen, but apparently they're just like regular archers, but they had like crossbows that shot faster or something. I don't know, man. Move my scout around, get everything hotkeyed. One thing that's all like eternally annoying about switching between a bunch of RTS games is none of the, like, there aren't consistent key bindings. When you play FPS games, for example, it's pretty rare for the key bindings to significantly deviate. There will be things that like each game will do differently, like the like ability activations and stuff like that. But for the most part, just like the raw, what is this guy doing? For the most part, just the raw gameplay is very similar and like easily transferable. But in RTS games, a lot of the raw gameplay is the hotkeys. So it feels like I'm not, just every time you try to switch to another one, it ends up just kind of feeling bad because of that. This guy, I think he just scouted the whole middle of the mountain for sheep, which is actually probably a good idea on this map. Gotta keep building workers. I'm not like, I still don't have like a lot of stuff figured out for this game. It seems slow paced enough that you have like a kind of general build order for the early game, just to get you to like feudal or something, and then you have like a plan for like 2TC or fast castle or something along those lines. But for the most part, like the types of units that you're building and stuff are all very free flow and dependent on what your opponent's doing. Like, unit counters exist in StarCraft, but it doesn't feel the way that it feels in this game. At least that's my experience with it. I have enough sheep. I'm just gonna send this guy back, and then I'll send him to scout like around the mountain, I think. Anyways, for like most civs, 7 and 4 on like food and gold is a pretty good rule for hitting feudal really fast. Because these line up basically identically, right? I could just do this and then start my stable. The Chamber of Commerce for French might be a little bit better, like overall, but it's also more susceptible to getting like a trade route ambushed, and I don't see a trading post by default on this map. I know that's a French bonus, but does Joan of Arc get it as well? Do they have the same bonuses 1-to-1? I'm not entirely sure. Not sure about a lot of things in this game. This is kind of a cool civ though. You get like a hero unit, which is like always feels good to me. She seems really broken too. Starts off as a peasant here, this little crowned unit. She gets XP from killing stuff, and you basically just gotta level her up into the game until she becomes like eventually like a soldier unit, and then she can spawn things later. Actually crazy strong. So my landmark's coming up, getting that going, I guess. I don't really have a plan yet. Like, if he's going for those archers, I feel like I want archers anyways, because they get like samurai and a lot of like infantry and stuff like that normally, don't they? I don't know how good of cavalry the Japanese have. I don't know if it's something that they're exactly known for. Get up to 5 on both of these, start getting a bunch more food, because I'll eventually start outpacing these sheep that I have, but they're a really good food source. I think I want to get this down, and I'm going to need to build a house pretty soon. This guy's AFK, which is always bad. Need to see if I can find out what Buddy's building over here. Around when I finish my feudal building, I put up a mill so that I can get upgrades. I don't know if that's like perfect timing, but I've heard talk that something called like Pro Scouts, which is a mill upgrade, where scouts can grab sheep and stuff, is really OP on this patch. So I've been kind of trying to play around with it, see how what kind of a vibe I get. Is this guy long distance mining? Is he long distance tree cutting? Is it because he didn't build like a lumber camp or whatever? Anyways, I'm gonna build a couple of knights for harass. He's got 2 barracks online, so he's getting at spearmen. Probably gonna try to counter my knights, so I just want to get archers for my first like actual production building. This guy should have been building a house a while ago. I kind of forgot about that, so I'm just going to be sitting here supply capped for no reason. That definitely doesn't happen to me in other RTS games, though. Doesn't sound like me. So he's got 2 buildings coming up. I'm still going to build 2 knights. Going to try to pull the spearmen away and out of position and stuff like that. Just have a way to maybe snipe some villager kills, get ahead of them in the early game. They hit feudal pretty late comparatively. I need to get the wheelbarrow upgrade. Another knight should be coming out. Get them both heading across the map. Start building archers here, because I'm going to need them. I'll have to watch those knights so that they don't just get sniped by spearmen. But I need to keep building workers. Very important part of all this. I haven't started the upgrade yet. Knights heading across, trying to kill the scout. Is that a mine? No, that's not his mine. So where is he mining then? Got 1 worker out. Got 1 spearman here. I mean, I win this. I'll take a bit of damage, but I definitely win it. Gonna get the gold mining upgrade, build more archer. I just need a stockpile of wood right now. I don't need as much food as I have. I should move the rally point. Did they... Okay, I lost a knight. That's actually really bad. That is not a worthwhile trade. Knights are expensive as fuck. Doesn't even matter if I killed both spearmen. I don't really want to lose this one, but he's low health. I could get the upgrade, but I feel like it wouldn't last very long. Yeah, I'll just leave him. I'll just run him back. Just use him as a scout of sorts, I guess. I don't know. I have to move you down here. Move this scout over here. Move Jean. I can upgrade her, so I can make her an archer now. Consecrate stuff, build more archers. I want to get another range up, but it's taking me fucking forever to collect wood. I need to get forestry upgrades. Nice coming back home. Kind of low on health. Awkward position. Should have been grabbing the Pro Scout upgrade already. Get another scout over here like a normal one. Like, I need food income, but I don't need it to be absurd until I start actually pumping out units. Especially if I just don't have enough wood to fucking get archers in the first place. Which is kind of what I want. So I gotta get a lot of archers, and then I can worry about food. Especially because I don't have, like, Pro Scouts online yet. Just kind of waiting for the upgrade here. Probably one more scout, and then I can basically collect all the deer on the map. Grab upgrades here. If I don't get Pro Scouts online before they finish harvesting that sheep, I just send them over to the berry bush, but I definitely should have had it online by now. Leave all my scouts just kind of chilling. Move both of these over here. I probably need to use the Consecrate upgrade where I can. I can't use it yet. This guy should go build a house, and then go over here. The idle workers can go to this. None of these guys are doing anything, but they weren't showing up as idle, so I couldn't press the button, which is kind of annoying. Do a little bit of deer catching. I don't know if he'll be going for this, but whatever deer I can steal, probably pretty good for me. Build more archers if he has spearmen. Chase that scout around, try to kill it, do damage or something along those lines. Don't have like a full plan for that, but it's something I need to work on. Probably got enough people woodcutting now. I imagine 15's a good number. Yeah, so he's got a bunch of them. He's also got a different kind of infantry. I don't know what they're called though, or how to counter them. Hopefully archers are just as good, you know? Build a whole bunch more. Keep spending my money on shit. I've got a bit of an excess of gold now. I could probably get a blacksmith. Something that would be very useful for me here. I think I have about similar unit count to my opponent right now. I should have some kind of front line. I feel like men-at-arms would be pretty good in this situation, if I can get them. I kind of just want to hit castle pretty soon, though. I feel like it's the plan for this game. They're all collecting a bunch of stuff. What upgrade should I get first? He has a lot of ground attack, so maybe I just get like a defensive upgrade and then I go into the siege so I could do some early damage. As far as I know, he doesn't have archers at all yet. I think I want to save up for the men-at-arms. I'm not really going to invest too much in spearmen. I'm going to go build a wood wall while I'm farming in excess of it. Should have enough gold right now. That guy can get ready to go back to whatever he was doing before. When they finish the berries, they'll all go back and they'll have a lot of deer to farm through. I should be good on food for a while. I won't even really have to touch farms. Keep building archers where I can. Just get a bunch of them ready. This guy, I think I actually want him to build another house before he goes back. I'm kind of pumping through population right now. Did that knight die? I feel like it did. Oh no, it's right here. I'm stupid. I'm blind. I think I need like 200 more food. This would be a good upgrade to get. I might as well spend my gold on it. Not like a big deal if I don't spend gold on things right now. Keep up villager production. Get more out to this area over here, making sure he doesn't attack me up this way, and I leave that stone pit in. Kind of don't want him to attack me down low either, and I could leave the berries in and grab that relic. But I'm mostly just focused on hitting Castle Age, which should be right about now, yeah. Okay, so Royal Institute for Tech. I think it might actually be a waste over the other one. I don't even really know what the other one is, though. Mostly just go Royal Institute. It just seems like it's only of temporary value, you know? So I got a wood palisade wall going up that way. These guys are all going to their deer now. They've finished their normal hunting. Grab another upgrade, because the ones that were started have already finished. Getting the ordnance would be good, but I don't have this finished yet. Build more workers. Move these guys down this way. So he's trying to do some damage. Stop me from stealing his deer. I think I want to take the hill, because I'm moving into age 3 now. Especially because I've got a lot of wood, right? So I should be able to, I imagine, just build some battering rams. They're not that expensive, right? I got extra workers. Move you onto the gold mine. Probably just pump workers onto the gold mine in general. Get all these guys up here. I don't think Joan can capture this in age 2. I know she can in age 3. She can really just do that from there, huh? It's basically global. I don't think it's entirely global, the Consecrate upgrade you can put on buildings, but it is very good. These guys all get to work. More onto the gold. I'm just gonna have like even resource counts for now, but I could probably be getting more food than I have. Start pumping out men-at-arms. Grab this. I'm gonna build another barracks so that I can do just what I was saying. I'll just grab 2, because I think I'm going to need them in the long run. Build another lumber mill. A little bit of a scouting situation up there. Can she do it just in age 3, or does she... Okay, she can start capping it in age 3, so that's fine. Grab more upgrades. Units are cheaper. I want to build a monastery. Kind of a slaughter. But I'll be able to start pumping up men-at-arms here, and I can just get a lot more archers. Joan will start pumping up for XP now that I'm actually taking fights. That guy's armored, so I do need crossbows for him, kind of. Build some rams so that I can actually go down this way. I do still have a scout alive, I think, don't I? I'm not sure what I have on 1. I don't have anything down to 1 right now, so I don't think I do in fact have a scout alive. Grab this upgrade. More archer, more men-at-arms, more worker. Move this worker over, get like a little drip feed of stone going on. Move Joan onto here. I built that monastery. Make sure all my units are up here. Should be able to start doing damage with those rams. I can kind of pump out units right now. Need houses though. I need a lot of houses. Kind of solve this issue ahead of time. If I full cap that, any damage I do is devastating to my opponent, so we'll see how long it takes them to get back online normally. I also want to start grabbing relics, which I can do. There's only the one sacred site on this map, which seems kind of weird. Grab another melee upgrade. He knows I have a lot of archers, but I'm getting men-at-arms, so I should be in a pretty good position now. I got that full thing captured. I'm just going to go rebuild this real quick. Don't want that broken down for no reason. Grab resource upgrades. Those are pretty important when you get here, but I don't have enough gold for it overall. Got a lot of workers, though. I can get a lot of gold production going, but I think I kind of want to start getting food where I can. When all of these guys group up, and then I can bring them down the ramp here, I can just ram them into his wall. And then they're all grouped up. I believe I have a better army than my opponent, is the reason that I'm doing this. Although maybe I should wait for this upgrade. It seems pretty good with the amount of archers that I have. Tearing down the wood wall at the top of the hill here. I'm just rebuilding this. That scout I don't think ever gets outpaced. Kind of devastating his army going down the middle of the map. Okay, so I'm gonna need a lot more gold production here. Pretty sure these guys all stopped what they were doing. Need to get them onto like this. He's just trying to tear down my wall. I kind of want to start getting. I don't actually know what would be best here. I think I'm still winning though. Nope, just kill that bastard. Don't let that happen. That would have been... I probably would have just lost the game right there. That's like a full-scale conversion spell. If that had gone off, I would have lost my entire army. Pretty easy to stop though, and he needs a relic to do it with. I need armor killers, so I need to start getting the Arbaletriers, whatever the fuck they're called. And that's game. Hell yeah, baby. Got too deep into his base, destroying his shit. His TC would have gone down eventually. I'm just like mass fucking up his army. I've got better upgrades than him. Everything that he built up to that point was like kind of split up and was slowly dying. So I mean, you know, hey. Very nice looking base though. Like look at that sim citying. I'll build the gold mine as part of his wall. That's nice. I did it with the stone mine too, just to make the resources cost less. It's like smart if you're not going to mine it out too fast, but I guess even if you do mine it out too fast, you just get to replace the wall. I felt like I did pretty good that game. Not like amazing or anything, but solid. It was enough to win. That's all that really matters, I suppose. So I'm silver 2 at the moment. I mean, 2 is always the middle division. 3 is the highest, and then you go on to the next. So, I mean, better placement than I kind of expected going into my ranked matches. I felt like I just got dicked by everybody, but I'd always like to be higher in any game that I play. Nobody wants to be low ranked. I mean, that's not necessarily true either. I don't. Taking a look through the statistics. I mean, I just had a pace advantage. I just got to 2 and to 3 a lot faster. He got more upgrades than me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he had better upgrades than me, if you know what I'm saying. I feel like it took me kind of long to get to castle though, but I was also producing units that whole time. Archers ended up being a pretty good way to go in the early game, like all through feudal. And then I think getting man-at-arms out was a good answer. I don't think he had anything that was really dealing with them very well. Anyways, thanks for joining me for some Age of Empires. Drop a like on the video if you stuck around this long. Hit that sub button if you want to see more AoE or just whatever else I'm playing at the time. I mostly play StarCraft on this channel, but I dabble here and there. And have a lovely morning, noon, or night. Peace.